Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Abigail and I have special needs. I'm also on a feeding tube and I share what my life is like as a special needs adult. So it is Monday, and today was a stay-at-home day. On Mondays, I water our plant. We have I guess you could say a family plant, if you want to call it that. So I water that on Mondays, so I did that today. Also, my little brother was out of school today. He was on break, so I spent some time with him. We watched a movie together and played a couple games and just had fun. It is a really, really hot day today. It's like every room is hot because it's so hot today. But so anyway, pretty good day. Just staying at home. We actually got some new pimple patches. I do have a cream that I was supposed to get for it, but insurance wouldn't cover it, and so basically when we go back to my doctor, I think it's like next month or the next time I go to my doctor, I'll have to see if she can prescribe a different cream to see if it will help. But right now we're using some pimple patches, which seems to be helping. You leave them on for like, I think it's like 18 hours or something, so we do it overnight. Or maybe it's 12 hours. I don't remember. It's several hours. So I put like 2 or 3 on every night, and then in the morning I take them off. And they seem to be helping, which is great. I do have to wash my face first, just rinse it with water, and then I do a couple pimple patches until my acne gets better. I'm trying to think of anything else interesting that has happened. It's definitely been like one of those days where it's like so hot that you don't really like feel like doing much. Like every room is hot, and it's just been kind of crazy. Which is weird because it's February and I think of like cold in February, but decided to be hot this year, I guess. I think I do have some birthday ideas for my little brother. For his birthday, my little brother, if you don't know, his name is Daniel, and he's turning 12 towards the end of March. His birthday is March 24th, and I'm not going to like loudly talk about the ideas that I have because he is home today and I don't want him to overhear. But I do have a couple of ideas of things that I would like to get for him for his birthday. So I'm excited to be thinking about that. I normally get him a gift specifically from me every year. So that's like a special thing that we do every year. He gives me a few ideas of what he likes, and then I go out to the store, buy him like one or two things, and surprise him with it. So that's going to be fun later next month. Trying to think of what else. Oh, I forgot to say this. I have a puzzle that I did, what was it, a week or so ago? Maybe less than a week ago. And I had glued the front of it, but today I glued the back of my puzzle. I do have a Disney one up here if you haven't seen it. Show y'all. And then the other one I have, it's not hung up yet because the glue is still drying. But I can show y'all once it's done. Every time you glue a puzzle, it's supposed to sit like a day. And I covered the front with glue like a couple days ago, so today I did the back. And I'm excited to also put it on my wall. Puzzles is something that I've been into lately. I do have like where I get into certain things for a while and think they're like super fun. Right now it's puzzles. So I've been really enjoying that. I actually finished my second puzzle that I just recently glued together, and I'm excited about putting it on my wall. Once it's done drying. Oh, there is a funny story I do want to share with y'all though. I try to think of a funny story to share with y'all with every video if I could think of one. And so my funny story for today's video is that my formula comes in boxes, and so does my feeding tube supplies. And so whenever I get my shipment once a month of supplies and formula, we end up with a lot of boxes. And it's kind of funny because I don't really like to keep a lot of boxes unless it's like almost a birthday or almost Christmas or something like that, because unless you need them for like a birthday or Christmas, it's kind of just like, you know, like extra stuff. And so I found it rather funny that we try so hard to not keep boxes unless we absolutely need them. But of course my formula and my supplies come in boxes. So it's funny whenever like I have an empty box in my room from like formula, because we keep my formula storage in the living room, but then because my room's not very big, whenever my box gets empty, we move a new box into my room, a box of formula. And it's like kind of funny whenever it's time to throw a box away, because I'm like, hey, want a box? We have another box. Which, I don't know if that's like funny to other people, but I found it funny because unless we need it for like a gift, there's really no reason to keep a box, and it's just kind of, I don't know, extra. And sometimes we have like too many boxes, so it's like some days we're throwing like a lot of boxes away. So I just thought it was funny that like one thing that we try to not keep too much of, we have too much of it because my supplies come in boxes. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure that you subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.